Yo, what's up guys? Winter weekends are upon us, and if you don't know what these are, these got announced a couple of weeks ago with a post on the forums by Mod Orion. And basically what these are is every weekend, starting this weekend up until the 8th of January, there'll be special bonuses for you within Runescape to take advantage of. I personally love this idea because it gives people an incentive to play more over the weekends, and also who does not love these bonuses that they're going to be handing out. Plus also I know a lot of you are off school and uni during the months of December and for the beginning of January, so it's a perfect time to take advantage of your free days and play some RS. Now in this video I'm just going to be going over the weekends and showing you what they entail, and I want you guys to tell me which weekend you are looking forward to the most. I definitely know the two weekends that I'm looking forward to the most, but it will be interesting to see your guys' opinions as well, to see what you're like into. So let's begin. At the top here it says Iron Men are excluded from all bonuses in bold. No shock there. I mean, the first one that I can see clearly is a 50% increase in Slayer experience, and that's within the first weekend, so it's just going to be stuff like that. I think the majority of the things that Iron Men are excluded from have to do with XP, and obviously that makes sense since you're an Iron Man, and the whole idea of Iron Man is that you don't have any bonuses and that you get everything yourself. And also one more thing, I think the way that this is going to work is that it's going to start on Fridays at 12 PM game time, and then ending on Mondays at 12 PM game time. That's the way they usually do these kind of like weekend events, like double XP weekend and stuff like that. So that gives you a whole 72 hours to take advantage of all of these features. For the first weekend, which is from the 1st to the 4th of December, that has to do with combat. Now this is one that I am looking forward to the most, mainly because the main thing that I love to do in RuneScape just has to do with combat. Slayer, bossing, collecting loot, just stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to be playing a lot this weekend. The first bonus is that charm drops give one more charm than normal. That is actually insanely good, especially if you're going to do stuff like Water Fiends. I'm sure Water Fiends are going to be packed the majority of the time during this weekend. So if you are looking to get like 96 summoning or 99 summoning, or like some milestone in particular in summoning, this weekend will definitely be the prime time to go and collect those charms. The second benefit is that it gives you an increased chance of rare drops and an enhanced ring of wealth. If this means what I think it means, that is music to my ears, honestly. I'm just going to be bossing throughout the whole weekend. I'm actually going to be working on my Road to All Boss Drop series, so if that benefit gives me some of the items that I need, that will help me a whole lot and make that series a lot more entertaining, because hopefully that just gives me a bunch more drops and obviously help me make a lot more money. Benefit number 3 gives you 50% increased Slayer experience. Now since this is in bold, and I mentioned this one earlier, if you are an Iron Man you will not be able to gain this 50% increased Slayer XP, but for those of you that are not Iron Men, I'm sure there will be a lot of Slayer going on this weekend. Because this benefit with the benefit on top of it, which is the increased chance of rare drops and the enhanced ring of wealth, I'm sure doing Slayer assignments will get you a lot more money and obviously that 50% increased Slayer XP. And if that wasn't good enough already, all Slayer assignments are treated as using a Slayer VIP ticket. Now in case you don't know what that is, when you go to get your Slayer assignment, you'll be given a choice of 2 Slayer assignments, so you'll get to pick which one you actually want. So that means there's a lot less of a chance of you getting a Slayer assignment that you don't want to do. And in turn that saves you a bunch more Slayer points if you're one of those people that uses their Slayer points to cancel their task. And I for one am definitely one of those people. The next benefit is that Shattered Worlds grants 50% extra anima, and I'm not quite sure what's going on with Shattered Worlds. I played it the first day it came out, and ever since then I've never really made my return, but obviously if you're into Shattered Worlds and you want to gain some of the rewards that it offers, this weekend would be a great time to go. Next up, they will give you 10% cheaper instant fees, and this is good for me. Every time I go bossing I get an instant, so that will be greatly appreciated. Next, you'll gain the ability to loot the Mazcab raids once per day. If you don't know how this works currently, you can currently loot it once every 2 days, so you'll be able to loot it every day over the weekend. You'll gain extra training points from boss training. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think that's when an experienced PBMer teaches someone that's new to PBMing how to boss. I think that has to do with like the group system, but I'm not quite sure. But finally, you'll be able to choose your boss Slayer assignments over the weekend from death. So that's very good. If you plan on going to a boss, you might as well assign that as your boss Slayer assignment and rack up those Reaper points over the weekend. So yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend. I'm going to be playing a lot of RS, and like I said, just going to be working on my Road to All Boss Drop series over the weekend, and hopefully we get a lot of drops. Now from the 8th to the 11th of December you have Menaphos and Sophanem, and this weekend is going to be great for all you mid-level players. New city quests appear quite as fast after completion of a city quest. You'll gain 75% increased XP from shifting tombs, which is a whole lot more. Also, if you plan on raising up your reputation to unlock some of the rewards and some of the quests, you'll gain 50% increased reputation in Menaphos throughout the weekend. You'll gain an increased chance to receive Menaphite gift offerings. I'm not quite sure what that is off the top of my head, but I mean I'm sure it's good since you have the increased chance. You'll gain gain 25% increased Slayer experience within the Sophenheim Slayer dungeon. So if you were working on Slayer the previous week and you wanted to work on it this week as well, if you're lucky enough to get the assignment of a monster that is in the Sophenheim Slayer dungeon, you'll gain that 25% increased Slayer XP. Now this is a good one for all you guys that want to train thieving. You'll gain a bonus chance of jewel statuettes whilst wearing a Ring of Wealth, and a double chance of getting Scepter of the Gods and Black Ibis whilst at Pyramid Plunder. So not bad, you're doing Slayer and you get a chance of getting like a, what, 1 mil drop? Sounds pretty good to me. You get double XP from Plover Bird Hunting, and I'm not gonna lie, I legit have never heard of that in my life. But hey, you get double XP from it, and you also get 50% increased base chance to successfully pickpocket in Menaphos. So once again, another good one for you thievers if you want to get more XP. This doesn't give you 50% increased XP, but it does make it so you get more XP per hour, because obviously you'll be failing less. And also a decent one for you guys with high level divination. You'll gain triple XP from harvesting luminous wisps, however converting memories remains the same XP rate. Now this isn't going to be like a massive difference because converting memories is the thing that gives you the most XP, but I guess it does add up. I think if they were going to include this, they should have at least like added a 20% increase to converting memories, but hey, I haven't done the maths on it, so it may be pretty decent. Next up, from the 15th to the 18th of December, we have Minigames. Now I myself, I'm not into Minigames, I really don't care about this one, but I know some of you out there do like your Minigames, so let's go through it. You'll gain an extra Castle Wars gold ticket per game regardless of win, lose or draw. You'll gain an extra medal from Fish Flingers. You'll get double commendation points from Pest Control and Conquest. That's really good if you're going to be looking to try and get Void. You'll get double bonus XP and gambling rewards from Barbarian Assault. Bosses killed in the Dominion Tower are counted twice for the purpose of reward unlocks. You'll gain 50% Dominion Factor, and that's along with 50% produce points at Livid Farm. You'll gain an extra 600 daily bonus points in the Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza. If you want to stay within Menaphos like the previous week, you'll gain 100% increased Menaphos reputation from Shifting Tombs, you'll gain double zeal from Soul Wars, and just like the first week, if you go to Shattered Worlds, you'll gain 50% extra anima. That's great because if you just wanted to do bossing and Slayer during that first week, you can catch up in this week if you want to go to Shattered Worlds. And finally, you'll gain double points from stealing creation. And that's also great if you want to gather up those tools in order to train up certain skills for a lot cheaper. Now from the 22nd to the 25th of December, this will be the Gathering and Support Skills weekend. I actually really like this weekend, and I'm sure this is going to be a lot of you guys' favorite weekend. During this week, springs last for twice as long once a wisp is activated, and enriched divination nodes spawn every 10 minutes, so a lot more frequently. This is great for those of you that just want to AFK divination rather than moving around all the time. And also the same goes for fishing, because spots will move around half as frequently as before. Once again, the Pharaoh Scepter and Black Ibis outfit drops will be twice as likely at the Pyramid Plunder. Now this next one is amazing for those of you that want to get some dungeoneering rewards. During this weekend, you will gain double tokens from regular dungeoneering. If you don't like the skill, like I'm sure a lot of you do, I think this is a skill where a lot of people love it and a lot of people hate it, then this weekend will definitely be the time to get it out of the way. That's obviously if you only want to get some of the rewards that dungeoneering gives, like Chaotix, the Bone Crusher, the Charming Imp, just useful stuff like that. If you want to get those, then the Gathering and Support Skills weekend will definitely be the time to do it. Especially because if you're not good at dungeoneering, the next one says no experience penalty will be given upon death. So if you do die to a boss, don't worry, you will not receive an XP penalty. You can get right back in there and kill the boss and get your full reward. For Hunter, 2 Orokami spawn instead of 1 on Uncharted Isles. I don't really know too much about that, so I'm not really going to comment on it. You'll have a higher chance of activating the pit minigame with agility. You'll gain a 10% chance not to deplete an Uncharted Isles resource whilst harvesting. And finally, mining nodes and trees replenish twice as quickly. So all in all, this is a great weekend for you skillers. I'm actually looking forward to this weekend, even though I'm not really much of a skiller myself. I'm not really one of those guys that goes for 200 mil experience in a skill. I'm content at just leaving it at 99. If I manage to get 120 in a skill or 200 mil XP in a skill just by playing the game normally, obviously I'm happy with that, but I'm not one to just aim for it. Moving on to the second last weekend, this is from the 29th of December to the 1st of January, and that is the Clue Scroll weekend. Now no, Clue Scroll rare rewards are not going to be increased, however you will gain 1 free reroll for Clue Scrolls every day. So if you don't like what you get in a Clue Scroll, just reroll it, and who knows, maybe you're lucky enough to use that reroll and get a die. I'm definitely going to be using up my reroll every day for that weekend, and I'm not even much of a Clue Scroll person. I think I've done like 5 elite clues. I really do want to get into them, but I just don't really like doing the puzzles. I'm sure a lot of you do like doing them. I remember watching an old school streamer called Foe, and he completed a puzzle literally under a minute. I was just amazed at the speed that he could do that. And I actually clipped that on Twitch, and I just found it in my clips, so I'm just going to link that in the description. Check that out, because that guy is a beast at doing it. But anyway, let's see, where were we? We have an improved chance to get clue scrolls from drops and pickpocketing, so the chance of you getting a clue scroll over the weekend is increased. Also, Gilly Willikers will give you a free clue scroll per day, and the type that he gives you depends on your total level. So if your total level is between 37 and 1.4k, you'll gain an easy clue scroll. If it's between 1,401 and 2k, you'll gain a medium. If it's between 2,001 and 2.5k, you'll gain a hard, and over 2,501, you will gain an elite. So that's great for me. I'll be getting an elite clue scroll every day. Hopefully we can get lucky. I mean, if you see a video during that weekend on a clue scroll video that I made, spoiler alert, I probably did get very lucky. Because if I do make a video on a clue scroll, then it's definitely going to be either a die or a third age item. But anyway, on top of gaining that free clue scroll per day, each clue scroll that you complete will reward a festive box containing festive food and has a chance of containing one of the following items. Those items are Slayer VIP tickets, Silverhawk Down? What is Silverhawk Down? Do they mean Silverhawk boots? Or not even Silverhawk boots, do they mean Silverhawk feathers? I'm pretty sure they do, because I think the last weekend that they did this, it included Silverhawk feathers. Oh, never mind, I just researched it, and apparently Silverhawk Down, for those of you that don't know, is an untradeable version of Silverhawk feathers. So actually that's a good idea from Jagex, because that means the Silverhawk feathers won't go down in price just because of this weekend. But anyway, you can also get tight springs, charms, and experience, lamps, and stars. Also, it says easy clue reward a festive box easy, medium and hard clues a festive box hard, and elite clues a festive box elite. So that makes sense, the festive box scales on the type of clue that you're doing. So the better clue you do, the better rewards you will gain. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. From the 5th to the 8th of January, if you want to work on your artisan skills, this will be the week to do so. If you're crafting, you gain a 10% chance to produce an extra urn when adding runes to them. If you're fletching, you'll gain 25% increased fletching experience, just a flat 25% increased fletching XP for everything. If you're smithing, you'll gain double XP and respect in the Artisan's Workshop. Wow, that's actually pretty damn good. If you're looking to work towards getting that golden cannon, or you just want to get some smithing XP for a lot cheaper, I'd suggest buying your bars now and getting it. I'd suggest getting your bars now and working towards it during that weekend. For rune crafting, you'll gain increased node spawns and double reward points at Runespan. That's going to be great because if there's more node spawns, then you'll have to spend a lot less time running from platform to platform. For construction, if you have already used the Scroll of Proficiency, your chance to retain a plank gets increased by 10%. For cooking, you have a reduced chance to burn food. And finally, for herb lore, you gain an extra 2.5% chance to save a secondary ingredient when mixing potions. I'm not sure if they mean this with the scroll that you get from dungeoneering, because it says you'll gain an extra 2.5% chance, but I'm not sure, maybe you just gain like a flat 2.5% chance. And last but not least, this is going to last the whole 5 weeks. This is from the 1st of December to the 8th of January, and that is ports. So if you're someone that frequents ports and uses ports a lot, this is going to be great for you. I currently don't use it myself, so I'm not really sure how good the bonuses are here. But if you do ports, you'll gain 25 voyages a day instead of 15. That obviously sounds like a big increase. All player-owned voyages return 30% extra resources or trade goods. And you'll also gain the ability to get the Barmaid Special Voyage on Saturdays and Sundays as well as Thursdays. Now I have no clue what that last one means, but hey, the Barmaid Special Voyage does sound fun. But anyway guys, that is it for this video. Please let me know which weekend you guys are looking forward to the most. For me, honestly, it's just going to be this weekend that's coming up, which is the combat one. And then funnily enough, I'm really looking forward to the clue scroll weekend as well. But anyway, like I said, that is it. I hope this video informed you if you didn't already know what was going on. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you are new as always, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace!